What's up everyone? I've been asked what I've been running on the no proc serial test on my Stamblade. This is a build that me and my friends came up with. It's probably the best one you could use out there if you're trying to not explode and you're trying to burst down targets as fast as you can. I'm gonna show up how you can play this as solo, how you can play in a duo, or how you can play in a group with like 3 to 6 players. If you're playing with more than 6 players, I suggest you to play another class. Nightblade is not meant to be played in a group with a lot of people, especially Stamblade. Let's go to the gear first. I'm running 5-piece impreg on the body. I'm running 5 medium, 2 heavy. I run impreg just because you get more pieces well fitted. You don't need to run the impen trade, so well fitted reduces the cost of roll dodge and sprint by 6% when you have a gold piece. If you run 6 well fitted and 1 impen, with impreg you get 3000 crit resist, just more than enough to allow to not explode in Cyrodiil. The reason I run impreg instead of, 45 res? 45 res is a bit more mitigation, but impreg allows you to not explode and allows you to run another trait, like I said. I run 1 piece blood spawn for just a little bit more regen. I run the Spriggan medium shoulder, I'm still gonna gold this out. The jewelry of Spriggan, 2 piece, and a maul. And on my back bar I run endurance for some health regen. The traits on the jewelry are 2 swift, 1 infuse all weapon damage glyphs. The traits on the weapons are sharpen maul with the weapon damage increase enchant. And on the back bar it's the defending bow with a poison. You can swap these around and run the weapon damage enchant on the back bar. I just prefer using it on my front bar. I like having range pressure with this poison. I'm gonna show the stats real quick. This is the stats on the back bar. These are the stats on your front bar. Check the dodge cost. It's 1.8k. This goes down to 1.3k because of the CP passive. You also get up to 22k resist on your back bar when you have a shadow ability up to get major resolve. And on your front bar, still get like 19k. Another thing you can check out is the health regen on your back bar is 2k. I have 0 ultimate. If you get up to maximum ultimate in continuous attack and a pot, I'll show the stats buffed in a window here so you can see it, but it goes around to like 4.5k. It helps a lot when you're trying to escape. On your front bar you have 35% crit chance. It goes up to 42% when you attacking somebody and you do critical damage. You get minor severage from Emerage. For the skills, I'm running a standard front bar, surprise attack. If you flank the target, you apply minor breach. You also increase your penetration while you're attacking from a flank. Just make sure you're flanking the targets to get minor berserk. You off balance. Camouflage hunter gives you minor berserk and also gives you major severage. That's why you have 35% crit chance. If you take this ability out, you go down to 22%. So make sure you have this on unless you play in a group. If you play in a group, you can drop this ability and just run crit pots. Relentless Focus is your standard burst. Rally, standard healing, and Incap. It's one of the best ultimates in the game. It's really cheap. It gives you 20% increased damage for 6 seconds, which is more than enough to burst the target down. If you play in a group, change Camouflage Hunter for Power Extraction and change your ult for DB. Power Extraction is not an execute ability, but it's a debuff. It reduces the target's weapon and spell damage by 215. So if you drop your DB with maximum stacks of Relentless Focus, it will boost your DB by like 10% crit damage. But don't use your bow. Like after you use your DB, just spam Power Extraction, because then your Power Extraction will have increased crit damage. You don't need to burst unless it's a healer inside the group should just burst it. Back bar, poison injection. You can use the other morph. It's just whatever. The other morph allows you to interrupt targets. They're like casting snipes, resurrecting, or doing dark deals. This one just gives you more range pressure, especially if they're under 50% health. Shuffle. I like to have major evasion Cyrodiil. It's just amazing. Vigor. Every Nightblade gotta learn how to vigor into a roll dart so you can get health while you avoiding damage. Shadowy Disguise. I like to play Invisible Nightblade because it's the way Nightblade was meant to be played. You don't want to be tanky, you want to hit and run, you want to hit hard. Gotta use this offensively and defensively. So you're attacking the target with your light attack poison injection, and then you cloak, you get into a surprise attack from the flank. That's more than enough to just start your burst. Shadow Image is the best skill in a Nightblade. Basically you want to keep this on always before you engage a fight that it might be dangerous. So put your shade in a escape route location, just engage the fight, and if you need, just go back in your shade. The ultimate on the back bar is pretty like flexible. I like to run the ballista, so I pop the ballista and then I stun the target and he goes down to 0 health without even need to execute. Make sure you just use light attacks before you pop the ballista. 5 light attacks increases your bow ability by 5% for 5 seconds. So you get 25% more damage on your ballista for almost the entire duration. Because there's a little delay after your light attack and then you cast the ballista. Another thing that you could do if you want to increase the burst potential on this combo is to run Fear. But then you're gonna have to run the crit pots. And you have to use this offensively, which I don't like that much. I'm gonna go to the CP now, so I can show you exactly what I run in Cyrodiil. For the green tree, it's really fast. Make sure you have liquid efficiency and make sure you have breakfall. The rest is just whatever you want. For the blue tree, I have pretty much everything for the left hand of the mage. Increases my stamina ability damages. I have Precision and Tyr's Discipline, Max Stam, crit chance. I have Fighting Fantasy, Backstabber, increases your flank damage. Deadly increases your single target damage. And Duelist Rebuff reduces your single target damage by 10% if you don't run Shuffle. That's only if you don't run Shuffle. Let's say you want more Regen, you want to run Leeching Strikes. Let's say you want more Penetration, you want to run Reaper's Mark. Then you're gonna have to run Unassailable to reduce your area of effect damage. Otherwise you're gonna get hit by Siege, by leaps, jabs, or anything like that, just even higher. So I like the Major Evasion more than I like having that extra regen. For the red tree, a couple important passives here. The most important one is Survival Instincts. You get 25% cost reduction on your core combat skills. Basically 25% cost reduction on roll dodge while you have the status effect. Sometimes you get hit by like 45,000 days of burning or poison, and then you basically get this for free, which is amazing. Get up to like, get down actually to 1.3k cost on roll dodge. You can roll dodge basically forever with this, just watch out for fatigue. Rejuvenation for all the regen, health, magic and stam. Juggernaut to reduce damage while in CC immunity. And the last one is Strategic Reserve. Stack this with Endurance is really good in your back bar. I showed the stats buffed before. You can see that it goes up to like 5k almost. The other passives, make sure you have the ones in the middle here. This is important for Nightblade. The one reduce cost of breakthrough is also important, but the ones on the right here are not that important. You get it if you have enough CP. I'm sitting on almost 1.5k, and that's as much as I can get. If you check your region, you're always above 2000. This goes up if you have a pot or and continuous attack up. I suggest you always have continuous attack up. If you're fighting outnumbered, you gotta have every resource possible when you're fighting. Let's say for the consumables, I'm running tripods. They're kind of expensive, but make sure you have them. You can farm IC if you need. You can just farm golden and buy them from the store. The weapon crit pods only if you don't run Camouflage Hunter. Run immovability pods if you're trying to burst down a group and you want to be the first one to engage. You don't want to get stunned while you're doing that, so just pop a immovable pod. And detection just to get those bastards out of stealth so you can kill them. For the food, I run Artanium. You can run Bewitched Sugar Skulls if you don't have enough gold to keep running Artanium. It's expensive food, but if you run this, make sure you change your two jewelry glyphs for health, for stamina regen instead of weapon damage. So you're gonna lose some damage, but you gotta play cheap. Sometimes it's important, especially if you don't play every day. You only play in the weekend. You don't have a lot of gold. You can run this one. It's not gonna hurt you that much. Ozorga Smoked Bear Haunch. I like to play this food in BGs and no CP. Even in BGs, I don't like changing this build. Okay. In BGs, I like running this. I don't need the procs on the Stamblade. After playing this no proc test, I feel like it's more fun to play like this. I don't like playing the Vitron 2H. I don't like playing all those procs. I like just having my Impreg and my Spriggan, so I can even train myself to open world. But if you go to no CP, make sure you have this one, because you're gonna take a bit more damage. So you're gonna need a little bit more mag regen. Let me put this one on. If you put this one, you see that you have enough mag regen to just cloak and shade forever. You can just do this forever. You can escape from anything with this food on. I think that's it. That covers pretty much everything. Oh, the Mundu Stone. I'm running the Serpent, 310 stam regen. You can run Steed for more mobility, but if you run Steed, you're not gonna have enough stamina regen. So either run Leeching Strikes instead of Poison Injection, or use an infused regen glyph on your infused necklace. I think that covers everything. I hope you have fun playing this build. I hope you enjoy, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Twitch channel, so you can follow me around. See you in Sir though.